Hey guys, it's me, Christinamariebeauty. So I'm doing a foundation tutorial today for you girls. This is the Maybelline New York. This is called the Dream Velvet. It is a soft matte hydrating foundation. I have Nude 40 here. This actually says it's a gel. Oh, so let's open this up. I've never used this before. I'm going to cover half of my face to see if it actually covers the pigment. Oh, look at that. So it actually kind of looks like a mousse that came out. I wouldn't consider that a gel, but that looks like a mousse. Let's feel it. It feels like a mousse, so I don't know why they call it a gel. So I'm actually going to place this on half of my face to see if it takes away all that red pigment that you guys see that I normally have in my skin. I do have a primer. I just have a photo ready primer by Revlon on, but let's get started. So let's see here. Does this take away my red pigment? Wow, I actually love it. Look, I kind of blended, I blended this on my hand, so it feels a very like, it does feel like a mousse, but on the same time, it has like this velvet soft feel. Look at this. This actually looks a very full coverage on my skin if I blend it with right there in that one spot. On the face, I feel like it is a medium to higher coverage foundation. You can see, let me get close to the camera. I mean, just look at my lip. You guys see how white my lip is over here and how pink it is over there. It took away all my redness. It feels really lovely. It feels like a mousse though. It feels like, but a velvety mousse. So I don't know why they would say gel, just, you know, marketing purposes. It does not feel heavy on my skin. Look, it made my skin look flawless. I think it's beautiful. It's not drying, so it is hydrating, obviously. I do love this. Now I hope, I'll check in later this evening and tell you guys whether or not it stayed like this. I'm going to try not to touch my face at all today. I'm just going to set this with a powder and see how it did. I think it's a fantastic color. This is the Nude 40, but let me get close so you guys can see what it looks like. But look at this. Like, it feels fantastic, and I am completely matte. So cross your fingers that this actually lasts throughout the day. But I'm actually loving this look a lot compared to some of my other foundations that I have. I think this is just lovely. Okay guys, I just wanted to turn on the camera and show you what the makeup looks like once I've finished, and I have finished. It is absolutely lovely. Doesn't the coverage just look like stunning? So I set it with just a matte powder, and let's hope that it doesn't budge all day long. Okay guys, so I just wanted to turn on the camera and show you guys what the foundation looks like in the natural sunlight. It is stunning, and it's like, oh, don't want to do that. It is beautiful. So let's cross our fingers and hope that it stays like this all day long. So this is 8 hours later. I have been trying not to touch my face today. After 5 hours of wearing this makeup, I did notice that my oils did start coming through, and I wasn't as matte in my T-zone area. Mind you, I got Botox under my arms today. I have hyperhidrosis. I believe that's what it's called, which is like I have profusely sweating. If you guys want to see that video, I'll post that down below. But I did want to get a close-up so you guys can see this. Now I found that this is the way that I blot my face without touching it. After 5 hours, I noticed that I was very oily within my T-zone. So I always blot my face like this on the back of my arm or the back of my hand, because your hand is actually, you see those oils? Is the driest part of your body. So I do the back of my hand or the back of my arm. And after I did that, you can see like it did mattify. Let me do my nose. So I push in there. I just kind of like push back down the foundation. It did mattify better, but it did not last nearly as long as the NYC or NYX, I forgot, foundation drops that I did yesterday. I'll post that video down below as well. But I did want to turn it on. It's not bad. It did last about 5 hours, and typically most girls have to touch up their makeup every few hours. So for lasting for 5, and I have very oily skin within my T-zone. So for me going through a tremendous amount of stress getting all of these Botox injections under my arms to stop me from sweating, I mean, like, that hurt, and I was like, squeezing a little softball, and I was sweating. I always sweat. And then for it to be hot today, 5 hours, I think is pretty good. Obviously, you have to touch it up, but, you know, I did think the one yesterday was better, but this was pretty good, especially for a drugstore. If you think 5 hours of wear before you produce oil is good. I do, like, once again, that 5 hours, I just kind of boom, 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 kind of blotted it off. It looked good. That's what my makeup looks like after an 8-hour day, which my makeup still looks good. You know, you see none of it came off. Maybe it's not as much coverage in my T-zone area from me blotting like that, but there is still foundation there. Anyways, if you guys like this video and like that I check in throughout the day, let me know down below and I'll start doing that, because normally I'll just do a foundation or a makeup tutorial and then boom, it's over once I've already done my makeup. But this time I think it's fun. You know, you guys get to see a little bit of my day and where I go and actually see if it works. And now that the weather is warming up, I hope that I'm not going to be sweating under my arms, and I hope that I can find a foundation that will not melt off my face. But anyways, if you could push that like button down below and give me a comment. I am Christina Marie. I'm out. Bye.